Sure, you can think that Sadie Sink is going to play Jean Grey all you want, but what you're missing here is that the crossover between Spider-Man and the X-Men is actually being set up in Daredevil Born Again. Because while Kingpin is targeting vigilantes, somebody else is trying to get rid of all the mutants, and somebody thinks that Spider-Man is a mutant. Especially considering we're not getting our Spider-Man trailer until after Daredevil Born Again, what if Sadie Sink's character reveal will be in Daredevil? Because Kingpin calling Spider-Man Spider-Menace is actually an X-Men comic book reference. But despite what many have said online, the only thing I'm sure about is that Sadie Sink is playing an X-Men. But instead of her being an X-Men from the 1005 universe, the one that we've seen in all the Deadpool movies, what if Wanda actually did a no more mutant spell on this universe and concealed their powers, but when Doctor Strange had everybody forget who Peter Parker was, that somehow undid Wanda's spell? Because in quite a few comic books, Spider-Man is assumed to be a mutant. Now, at one point, the X-Men think Spider-Man is the Spider-Menace who had something to do with the disappearance of Professor X. But did you know the Spider-Man X-Men story was actually retconned and their introduction was actually changed to be the 1997's Untold Tales of Spider-Man number 21. The actual real life first encounter was the one I just told you where they mistook Spider-Man for Spider-Menace, but in this retcon first encounter of Spider-Man and the X-Men, there's actually a villain named Menace whose goal is to take out all the mutants. In this comic book, Spider-Man is assumed to be a mutant, and when I say I'm betting on a coffee house in this next movie, it's because Menace finds them in a coffee house in this comic book, but in another comic book, Spider-Man is being hunted down, again, assumed to be a mutant, and he is found in a coffee shop. Which brings me to Daredevil Born Again, which in season 1 they had Muse, who in the comics hunts down Inhumans, but I believe was hunting down mutants in the show, but I don't think that's actually going to be verbally confirmed until season 2. So this is where the X-Men and Spider-Man come in, because Spider-Man would technically be in hiding because he is assumed to be a mutant and would be hunted down. But if the other X-Men all of a sudden have their powers again and now they're being hunted, they don't know what to do. Personally, I still live in the school of thought that Sadie Sink is going to be playing Rachel Summers, which would really go along with the theme of parents trying to protect their children and Scott Summers, Cyclops, going after her. In the same way Victor Von Doom is trying to find his version of Morgan, in the same way Tony Stark was trying to protect his Morgan, in the same way Thor is trying to protect Love, in the same way Ant-Man is trying to protect his daughter, la 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 la. Too many kids. But when I say we're not getting the Spider-Man Brand New Day trailer until after season 2 of Daredevil Born Again, this is why. Daredevil Born Again is the full setup for this movie. So with that being said, let's get fucking excited. Follow me, follow your Marvel shit. I love you guys. Bye.